All right, Big Bang. Today is Tuesday. It is July 29th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Snake Draft Tuesday. We are joined on Zoom by Clem and Jeff Lowe for Snake Draft. As you can see, the title is the worst logo or the worst nicknames in sports. Jeff, it's been a while. Welcome back, man.
Good. I told you when I saw you in Chicago, you were icing me out, so it's very good to do that.
He did
I know
say that.
Chief and Dave would never do that, so this was all on you.
Nope.
So,
He did say that. I said I don't even try during dozen season.
no, you said I respect your time too much, which I did appreciate. But I would always make time for the three of you, so very excited.
I appreciate that. Not the four of it. Not Clem though, huh?
Yeah, well now this all makes total sense now, Ed. He was upset at you. That's why we lost our fucking dozen crown without getting a question wrong. He fucking was throwing fucking alley-oops to Brandon.
Get the bonus round. That's not
Please
on him.
note, disclaimer, this is a huge joke, but it's the first ever rigged match where you didn't miss a question. Unbelievable.
Rigged.
Why did you have to put a disclaimer on that?
Because it's a joke. People don't believe anything with a dozen people believe is real. It's
I think it is real. I think you actually do rig the matches, personally.
no response to that, White Sox Dave. White Sox Dave and I have been rigging matches together for years.
Yeah, we're the
Ziti will be back.
puppeteers.
Nobody defends Ziti stronger than I do. People want to say it's always slanted to Dave, blah blah blah. I'm like, no, these are smart guys.
Dave doesn't even get any questions right.
He's talking
What?
about the other Dave.
You know, they're elite.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Neither of us get any questions right.
Yeah.
Like, I know he's not talking about you. He's talking about the dozen final.
Thank you for that. Okay, so here we go. Rules for this one was obviously 4 major sports. D1 college is allowed, MLS, WNBA. We decided to avoid like minor league baseball because they have bad names intentionally. It's kind of part of the charm.
And I think Jumbo Shrimp's a kind of sweet name.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
It's kind of sweet.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, it's like they do it for marketing reasons now.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, it's like we get it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So let's do the order here. Let's get this rolling. Jeff, Lance has 1 through 5 behind his back. What number is it?
He's got 2.
No.
Clem.
5.
Yeah, 5.
I can always get this goddamn stupid thing. Fuck it, I'll go 1. Let's go.
All
Clem
right.
at 1.
1 through 4. Chief.
4.
No.
Dave.
3.
Yep.
I'll go 2.
1 through 3 to me.
Mm-hmm.
1.
Yep.
I'll go third.
Wow.
1 or 2. 1 or 2. Jeff.
1.
1 again. Correct.
Yeah, I mean, Lance knows that we're up against our clock here. So
4.
Wait, what's left?
4 or 5 is left.
I'll go 4.
If Eddie makes eye contact with me, he'll get it right every time. If you don't make eye contact with me, you won't get it. I don't know
well,
how
I'm
that
at a
is.
supreme disadvantage because your face is always behind the screen.
I'll lean over next time.
All right, thank you.
All right, so the order is Clem, White Sox, Dave, Eddie, Jeff, Chief, right down the line on today's randomizer. Hey, before we get going, I want to talk about my friends at Game Time. There's nothing like getting to a baseball game, especially last minute. Lucky for me, I always use Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Game Time makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the app actually go down the closer it gets to showtime. They even get exclusive zone deals. You let them choose your seats within a given set of zones, and you get a huge saving in return. You can put those savings back in your pocket and spend them at the ballpark on a hot dog, maybe get a new hat, maybe some good old-fashioned Cracker Jacks. And if you're in Chicago, you can get 10% off zone deals for the Cubs at home on Sunday, August 3rd versus the Orioles. Just look for zones 29 to 32 on the Game Time app. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code DOGWALK for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code DOGWALK for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game Time. Go check them out. Got to use them.
Randomizer.
To start things off, Clem, hit us.
All right. So it's kind of funny. I actually was going to go into this going with the last pick because I think there is just a hodgepodge of shit out there that it can go either way. But there's one team that kind of just sticks out as just a bad team name because it doesn't really symbolize anything to anyone except for, I think, a bad thing. And then there's just a bunch of bad misery behind it. And I was actually, when I didn't know who was going to be the other guest on this, I was a little like skeptical. When I heard, I was like, fuck, I don't want to take this. But after this whole fucking Dutchin controversy, fuck, the Cleveland Browns have the worst team name in the entire universe of sports.
Yeah, I mean,
Can I say something?
Yeah, it's not defensible. I guess if in that criteria, yeah, my favorite team is a bad name.
I kind of love it.
It's
I love the
it's
uniform.
so bad that it's good.
Oh, the uniforms and colors are amazing. I will always defend that. I love that.
The uniform,
That's iconic.
The colors, like it was named after the coach, right?
Yeah, but I guess in the vacuum of like a name compared to other names, I get it. Like I do understand it. Like I'm not gonna fight Clem like you're an idiot. Like no, like I get it.
Talk shit about Paul Brown. See what happens.
Well,
I think
this is the thing.
To me, I hear like NFL films, and it's like the Jim Brown, the Cleveland Browns, and Bernie Kosar, and like I just hear it in that voice, and it's so to me so iconic and so unique that I didn't have it on my list.
No,
that's
come
fair.
on.
That's fair. I think it's poop is like when you think of what's brown, poop is brown.
Yes.
Browns play like poop. And the thing about Paul Brown, great, all-time great, right? Then they basically kicked him off the team. He starts the Bengals. They keep the name Browns, and they haven't won a goddamn thing since. And when they left, obviously the Ravens, they were stolen, taken to Baltimore, became the Ravens. When they got the team back, it was like, all right, they have to bring the Browns back. That team also kind of just needed one of those rebrands like the Patriots when they changed their logos at least, and maybe everything would have changed. I don't know if Tim Couch becomes an all-pro quarterback if just you change the name, but there's just something like rotten in the core of this team since the Super Bowl era that I feel like they have to change. And it's like, at the end of the day, you're just a Browns. You don't really, I mean, the mascot, it's like a dog, but then there's the elf and it's just a hoop color. So it's like, the helmet is the logo. It's just kind of depressing. And I just want better for the people of Cleveland. That's kind of like the root and cause of this. So Cleveland Browns, poop. And
I actually think they're dropping an alternate helmet today, which is like it's a brown helmet, and that's just not good. That's like
The white ones are pretty clean.
the white ones work. Yeah, I would agree. The white ones do work.
the other thing is aren't technically the helmets orange?
Yes.
Yeah, they're
So it's
brown. They're the Browns with the orange.
Named after a
helmets.
guy though. Named after a guy though.
True.
Yeah.
That is true.
Not the color.
Who they then fired and he started another team.
Misery. You were right. I mean, it's misery.
You defended the Browns. Is
I like the
something.
Browns.
Something.
I kind of
Colors.
understand it.
I think
Kind of
colors are very iconic though, and I do love that. So orange is my favorite color too. So it is as a fan, I do like that part.
Very good jerseys. Those old Bronco games, they pop, right? Those
Yeah.
old Elway games from the 80s. And this is the thing I think that should be said about all these as we were coming up with a list. I think we all agree. A lot of names you could talk yourself into being so bad they're good. And I think there's going to probably be first or second round picks where we're like, this is a terrible name, but it's so terrible it's kind of good. A lot of those minor league teams we won't even draft, they're so bad they're good. And I think that's going to play with a lot of teams here.
Yes, I could see that, Clem.
Very
I also think, like, if Goodell or anyone's listening, never let Ryan Brandel own a franchise because he will just turn them into the Brandells. That's
I wouldn't even name a kid after me. But I like the idea of like a simple uniform. Like if I were
that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
not coming
I
with
love
the Browns uniform.
Alabama, Penn State, Cleveland Browns. Like I love like those, like these. That's a football uniform.
I know his favorite NFL team name? The Chiefs.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was him.
yeah.
Dave, what do we got?
I'm going with the Washington Commanders. I think there were two answers for the first two picks, and we both got them. I think those are the two worst in major sports, at least. I don't know about soccer and all that shit, but I just looked up why they chose Commanders, and it was nothing about the city. Obviously, Washington D.C. has a rich history. They could have gone with the Liberty or the American or something sweet to symbolize what you are as a city, which is the capital of the United States. They didn't do that. They just named it the Commanders because it evokes a sense of power and authority. I don't know that I want my government exacting authority on me, per se. That's just me. I don't know. But obviously, you short it, it's the commies. It's just like, come on, like you're
I
gonna
agree
make
with
it
that.
that
I knew you would
easy.
hate that part.
That's
yeah.
tough.
You're gonna make it that easy for us. There's just the Commanders. Come on, it's like out of Any Given Friday, like a fake team from a movie that Samuel L. Jackson's the head coach. You know, it's just a bad name all around.
Make it Friday.
And Samuel L. Jackson.
Ricochet.
You know
shots.
the other name options, right? Do we know?
Wasn't it like
Washington
it was-
football team was sweet. Just
Why
So
did
it
they
was
just
the
keep it like
Armada,
that?
the Armada, the Presidents, the Brigade, the Red Hogs, which probably made most sense.
that
given
would have
the
been
history.
awesome.
I think that's a little
Commanders and Red Wolves, which
I remember the Red Wolves.
The Red Hogs.
Red Hogs, I think, would have probably been the best. That lines up with their history.
Right.
I was kind of with people who said to just stay the Redskins and just change it to a potato.
Well,
just change it to a potato.
We were always talking about a potato.
Yes,
yeah,
that's
the
it.
entire time we were talking about a potato.
Yeah.
Well, 45 and 47 is about to sink his meaty claws into it, and they might be going back to the old name. So, but as
no
it sits
impact on
right,
that whatsoever.
Yeah,
I guess
no
the
chance.
Washington one he might, the Cleveland one maybe not, but I can't see that. I can't see.
Yeah,
that
I guess.
mattering.
he'll try though. But
As soon as you drafted us, I'm like, Dave, we're just going to go right into the bit right away, huh? We're just going to
Yeah,
start
I mean,
bringing up the orange man.
I
Can't help
intentionally,
himself, Clem.
I intentionally left it out until the very end because I want people to actually think that I thought that this is the worst team name because I actually do. It is that bad of a name. It's unbelievably bad. I think it's the worst in all of sports.
They had a run, too, when they first got it, and it was after they had named the team so many times. Washington football team fucking worked. It just
worked.
But
And the logo was clean. It was clean and awesome and sweet. Just keep it.
The thing is, they've leaned into it. The logo does look like you said, it's like a football movie there where they couldn't get the NFL license, and it just doesn't look right, feel right. But like the left hand up was so bad it became good, and then the Commanders kind of got like the so bad it's good along with that
A little bit, yeah.
I don't know, you know.
We're all under the impression they will change at some point again, though, right?
I would assume they will.
I think they will.
They've seemed to basically imply that they're open to it.
Yes.
Well, and it's also the new ownership group, right?
Yeah, I just don't think they'll
never
change
named it.
back.
Yeah, I don't think they'll change back, but it's like, how many times can you change your team name? Because Redskins football team, Commanders, and you have like a fourth name inside of a 15-year period or something. That's kind of
Do you guys remember that brief moment where the Redskins wasn't a trademark name, and then we put Redskins shirts in the store just because we could without getting sued by the NFL?
Yeah.
It was one of my favorite moves we've ever done. It was so ridiculous.
I don't remember that actually.
Okay, I'm up. I think you guys both made good selections, 1, 2. I'm going to go away from the 4 major sports. I did my research in the MLS and the WNBA because I don't know all the teams.
Oh no, don't take one of mine.
I think I'm going to take yours because I was between 2 in the WNBA, and I know you have roots in this state.
Okay, no. Okay, this was on my list.
Okay, I've been to Connecticut once actually. I was with Chief, and I know Chief loves the state of Connecticut.
worst state in America.
It is the worst state in America, respectfully.
The Connecticut Sun. I don't know how that makes sense.
I actually think
they're
I
named
do
after
know.
a casino.
They're named after the Mohegan Sun, right?
Yeah.
Sure, I read that too, but it's still, you don't think Sun when you think of
No, you don't.
Connecticut.
It's like if the Vegas Golden Knights were the Vegas New York.
Rainforest.
Like that's literally like, or like whatever T-Mobile is closest next to. It's that, or it's the
MGM.
another MGM Park MG. The
Vegas Bellagio.
the Vegas bar. It's the Vegas Park MGM because that's what the stadium's closest to. Like that's exactly what that's the exact example.
That's bad.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That's really bad. Like I said, I think there's another one that's really bad in there, but I get the casino. Actually, I don't get the casino connection unless if they.
It's the Mohegan Sun.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're in. I mean, the arena is in the casino.
Yeah.
Specifically, but it is pretty crazy. It's wild that's the name, and they are apparently going to move. That is the rumor that they're moving to Boston.
Ah.
Really?
Yeah, that's a big rumor. I believe they're playing some games there. I believe she didn't play. I believe the Caitlin Clark game was moved to Boston. The Fever against the Sun. So I think they are going to potentially move. Which again, they're playing a casino. It's like, what are we doing? Terrible name.
Bad.
That's a great pick.
Thank you.
Connecticut has a deep roots in the women's
That's true.
basketball world, right? And to just use the Sun. And listen, I live
The
a couple
deepest.
hours from it. So I've always, like Connecticut Sun, it's like, well, it just makes sense. Mohegan Sun, and you just forget about it. I wonder if this was obviously before Caitlin Clark, if they just offered so much casino money that, like, can we basically name this team after our casino and, like, do whatever the fuck you want, you know, just, like, give us the money is what the NBA replied with. I don't know. It's a bad name, though, like, objectively, when you take a look from, 30,000 feet away.
Yep.
I think they're like the winningest team in WNBA history to not win a title or so. I think they made a couple NBA finals. I think that's, I may be wrong on that, but I feel like that's the case.
They're bad this year.
It'll be a curse.
they're
Sun
terrible.
curse.
They're
3
terrible.
19. You're up, Jeff.
So I have a couple in mind, but I think I'm going to stick with a team that changed the name, and this is one of my teams. I'm going to go with the Cleveland Guardians. I think it's a terrible name considering what they could have changed. I will be very blunt about something. I don't give a fuck what the name is as a fan. I care far more about the fact that they are beginning to really show that they don't care about winning, which is an alarming thing to realize as a sports fan when your team doesn't care about winning and they care more about pinching pennies. But yeah, the Guardians is a bad name. It's basically named after a bridge.
Right.
It's named after the Guardians on the bridge right by the stadium. I think the logo stinks too. This is not a logo draft.
It's a bad logo.
It's a bad, cheap like AI logo. I think they have some cool uniforms now. Like their City Connect, their like CLE uniforms are pretty sick, and guards kind of rolls off the tongue and all that. But they had Cleveland Spiders right there from their history.
Right.
That's just it.
They had
Could you imagine
right
how many
there.
Cleveland Spiders hats would have been sold? Those would have been so sick. Go look up the concept art for that people made. Spiders was right there, and they went with this bland, lame, doofy name, which it's not even most popular Guardians. It's the Marvel franchise is more well. So it's like, what are we doing? It's like, Jesus.
It's bad all around.
These concept logos are actually sick.
They're sick, Jeff.
The Spiders logos are so. I bought 2 or 3 Guardians things, and I think most of them just say Cleveland on it. I would have bought every Spiders thing under the sun if they changed their name to that. Such a whiff. Such a whiff.
It's like the Dolans hate making money. I know they don't.
No, they're idiots
they love
too.
making money. Well, that's what it is. They're just.
Is there any chance they change, Jeff? Is there any? I mean, we're not talking back to the Indians, but do you think they'll change it again? They'll move off the Guardians, yeah.
No, they made a pretty firm statement this week that like they are happy with the rebrand, they're happy with how it rolled out and all that. And like I actually think it's fit in fine, like it's worked, whatever, but it could have been better.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it stinks.
Totally.
I think you went from an iconic name, which whatever side you land on, they should have changed it or not. They went with a very iconic name and logo, and they went with something so safe and bland. We're like, yeah, spiders are gross, but like that would have been awesome.
Spiders are gross.
So cool.
Did you ever hear the story of why they changed from the Spiders to the Indians? Because I just learned this like last week.
I actually don't know if I know the story.
So this is like way back when. Can't remember exactly when they changed their name, but they had an Indian on their team, and then they got another one. So they had 2 Indians in their starting 9, and then they just started like calling themselves the Indians, and it was not like this hateful like we're gonna mock these people. It was like, hey, we got Indians on our team. We got yeah. And so they kind of named it after those 2 guys, and it's like colloquial. I always struggle with that word.
Colloquially.
Yeah, I can't say it. And then it just became a thing. So that was like the origin story, and then I don't know.
I also don't know how many. I know the president said Native Americans are banging down the door to change the name back. I'm not sure if that's true. I've heard that with some teams, like Redskins. I think you heard that a little bit. I think people tried to make some correlation. I know, like there's obviously some.
Snyder was paying off all the tribes. I'm pretty sure.
Right, like this, like obviously the Florida State Seminoles, right? Like that's a very like ingrained. Like there's a lot of like. I don't think that exists with the Cleveland Indians, but I could
probably not. That was definitely a thing with University of North Dakota. They're the Fighting Sioux.
Yep.
And like the Sioux, they had like a vote and a council, and like the Sioux tribe were like, no, like we love it, we're good. And then the NCAA was like, we don't like it on your behalf. So it's like
that's typically how it goes.
Now they're like,
which all they did was change the logo, right? They just changed the logo to like a bird.
They're like the Green Eagles or whatever now. So, or maybe they're just the green.
Chief, you're up.
All right, I am gonna go. So a couple of mine are crossed off here. I'll go with another team that changed their name. And now they kind of have like one foot in each camp. I'm going with the Washington Wizards. Mm-hmm. So Wizards have nothing to do with Washington. I remember when they unveiled that logo, and it was like the teal with like the weird Harry Potter looking guy. And then they're like, the Bullets, or Washington, D.C., we're going to go back to red, white, and blue, but we're going to keep the Wizards. We're not going to be the Bullets. And it's just like, now you're not doing either thing well. So like the logo stinks. I think just a name, I like alliteration. A name solely based for alliteration stinks.
Terrible name.
Washington Wizards. And I don't think it's like a coincidence that they're one of the worst franchises in sports.
I do like alliteration, so I don't hate it that much. But I do agree. I think now they're they're very bland. Switching back to those colors.
It's also very outdated. It's a very of its time sports team nickname.
A good call.
Yes, that's a good way to
From
put it.
the mid 90s. Like that's like a perfect their older logo, which they've gone away from, like the Wiz. Like that's such an old
Jordan
mid-90s
Wizards
logo.
Yeah,
it's gross. Like that was my number 2 firm number 2 pick. I think if you take away the Commanders and Guardians, I know you said the Browns first. I actually think it's I think the Wizards is the worst Big Four sports name. That hasn't, I guess it was also a name change, but in terms of like, that's stuck around for a long time.
Yeah.
It's been 30 years now. So yeah, I think it's terrible.
You're up again.
I will go. This is a protest pick. This is.
I love that.
Love a good protest pick.
Yeah. This is. I'm taking the Anaheim Ducks.
That was my next pick. Great. We're on the same wavelength.
So they used to be obviously the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, and they had the uniforms are based off the movie, or actually I think that the movie, the second movie where they wore the Ducks jerseys, whatever, it doesn't matter. It was the Disney thing. They had maybe the best jersey in the NHL.
It was sweet.
Those were great. They're a very unique color scheme. They were like mallard colors, and they were the Mighty Ducks, and it was awesome. It had brand ID from the movies. It was great. And then Disney sold off the team, and they're like, we're changing everything that you love about this team. Because it was like, that was like a team that everyone's like, oh, I like Paul Correa and I like the movies, and like they were a fun team. And then they stripped out everything that was good. So they have like that traffic cone orange and black jersey now, and they're just the Ducks. And they're a feeble little nothing team, and
the graphic for the vote needs to say Ducks, like, and it needs to say why. And there needs to be an explanation
because
why. So people don't
Ducks
think that you're picking
is
Mighty
kind of
Ducks.
fine.
Yes, that's why I had to say.
Yeah, right. No,
it is a protest because they had a great thing, and then they went away from it, and now they like are inching their way back, where they'll like have like a anniversary jersey with that old like what is it, the Jason goalie mask that's in the shape of a duck face. Like they'll bring that back sometimes. They'll bring the purple jerseys back, but not the exact ones. So they're like acknowledge that the current branding and uniform and logo and all that are not as good as it was.
Logo is so bad too.
It's awful.
I'm glad they went away from that.
It's
terrible.
Yeah. So they should just go back to what they had full time and be the Mighty Ducks. And
they're doing a huge revamp of that area, which is very close to Disneyland. And so my guess is once they do that revamp, they may do a full return of
the
Mighty stuff. That would be my guess.
And while I agree with everything you said, Chief, Ducks is still kind of sweet though.
I don't disagree with that, but it's like the gap between what it bothers me what they've done. It bothers me what they've done.
But you're more mad about the jerseys and whatnot.
The whole it's
not
all
the nickname per se.
It should be the Mighty Ducks. Like we're the Mighty Ducks.
But they're the Ducks, and the Ducks is still not bad. It's not one of the worst 25 names in sports.
But I think it is. You get penalized for taking something good and making it bad.
A little bit.
Very, very simple. Just a little asterisk on the graphic. Protest pick.
Yes.
So people know what's going on. And if they don't, they have to listen and find out why.
Yeah. Jeff, what do you got?
So I was gonna wait on MLS, but I don't like that Eddie said he did his research.
I did.
So I'm gonna strike now on a name that makes no sense. And again, this is one of those things where this may not translate on the graphic because, like, when you hear the explanation, I think it's the dumbest thing of all time. I'm going with Real Salt Lake. That makes no sense whatsoever. That's the most preposterous name, and I get why this was that era where, if you're a soccer guy, Chief, I know you know this era of MLS where they tried to. Because the old name, the Quakes, right? The Chicago Fire, the Crew. Then they started trying to make the names more like European soccer clubs. And that's why there's like Orlando SC, New York FC, and Salt Lake, which Utah. Nothing screams Utah like the Spanish word for royal, right? Like it's unbelievable. It makes no sense. It's so stupid. Real Salt Lake. Yeah. That just sounds so dumb. And I think it's the worst name in the MLS, because there used to be some bad names. I think that is the current worst name. It doesn't work. All the other examples work, right? Like the Philadelphia Union, FC Cincinnati, FC Dallas, whatever, Austin FC. That all works. It makes sense. Football club. This is ridiculous. So yeah, Real Salt Lake.
I completely agree. And this is like one of my we talked about the MLS on the stretch on Monday last week, and it was I have several pet peeves with the MLS. Number one is like I'm an American. I call it a field. I'm never going to be like, oh, they were looking great out on the pitch. Like if you're trying to make American soccer, make it for Americans. Don't try to just like cherry pick little things like Real or there's like an Inter one, and it just be Americans. Like there are some great MLS name like the Portland Timbers. Like that's a sick name. Like why didn't more teams should have just rolled with that? And so I agree. Real Salt Lake is awful.
All right,
It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
I could stay in
they
this.
call the soccer field a pitch? Because I just learned that as we speak.
Their show is called Pitch Picks.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
So that's how I learned it. I'll be honest about
For real?
that. Yes.
I thought you were pitching picks. I don't know.
We were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew that. I'm up. I'm gonna get away from the WNBA and the MLS a little bit. Let's take a basketball one. I don't understand the Nets. Like you're named after a piece of. Like you're named after the.
Oh, this is I didn't expect this.
Yeah, I don't get it. If you really think about it, like I sat down and I really, just went to like ESPN.com and I looked at every name and I'm like, huh, I don't understand it.
I think that might have been just an alliteration hodgepodge too.
New Jersey Nets.
New Jersey Nets.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were the New York Nets before that. Ed, that was my next pick.
Was
and
it? Okay.
I find it, and I also like have a little Knicks Nets have like a little rivalry here, but it's just so stupid. I'm like, am I biased on this? I'm like, there's no baseball team called like the New York Bats, right? Or the fucking, Cleveland Footballs. It's a piece of sports equipment in the sport they're playing. Stupid. Capital S, stupid.
Dumb. No defenses.
I like this. It would have been funny if when they moved to Brooklyn, like we're the Brooklyn Balls now.
Yeah, like they should have.
Yeah.
Actually, they should have just
Brooklyn
leaned into it like
basketballs.
that.
Yeah, we're the Brooklyn Basketballs.
They almost were a different name, I believe. I think it was the Swamp Dragons. I think that was almost changed to their names at some point, which is a pretty funny Jersey name. The New York Swamp Dragons.
That
But
sounds
they
like
did
an
not,
insult.
obviously.
It's honestly impressive how you could take a team in a majors like market, bring them to Brooklyn, which I feel like is still a very cool place in a lot of people's minds, and just make them completely not cool and irrelevant. Like when Kyrie and Kevin Durant were here and they were a toe away from making the Eastern Conference Finals, nobody knew, nobody cared. It was just whatever. It's amazing. And Brooklyn Nets, like the name, is the A1 part of that.
The Brooklyn backboards. That's what we should turn it to.
Yeah.
Just stay within the hoop. Dave.
I'm going to go with the New Orleans Pelicans out of the NBA. Just a stupid fucking bird. I hate that thing. And the mascot scared me when the original iteration of it came out. It was a little creepy. It scared me a little bit, Clem. I didn't like looking at that thing. I know that doesn't really have anything to do with the name of the animal. However, the name itself completely fucking sucks. I know there's pelicans that are in New Orleans, but like, come on, give me something better than that. I mean, you got another city with rich history. Obviously, they used to be the Jazz, right? I'm correct there,
Yep.
I assume.
Utah just loves names that don't work.
Right. What's going on with you? I honestly almost picked them because it's like, dude, there's no fucking Jazz in your Mormon ass city, dude. But I don't know. Think of something better. Think of the Bourbon Street. I don't know. Whatever it is, something better than Pelicans. I hate it.
Their other options were, I know one of them. Their other options, I know one of them was like Swamp Dogs, but it was going to be I think the Rougarou was one of them, which is like it's like a Cajun werewolf like folk story kind of name.
Or that
I think
like
the spelling
voodoo
was
or
weird.
something, you know?
Voodoo.
I hate.
Or I'm just like some more for the history.
I like Pelicans. I like things when they're regional.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
I think everything else about them stinks. I think their color stinks.
Yeah,
the logo
everything,
stinks.
yeah.
All of that is true. The name itself is fine. If they had a logo that was, and I don't think it's actually a pelican, but the University of Miami. What is that bird?
That's a pelican.
Is that a
Kane.
I think so.
Sebastian.
Got the big
Sebastian?
It's a
gold
cane.
thing.
It's an
Crane?
egret, right? It's an egret.
I think. Say it again, Jeff. I think that's what it is.
Egret.
Yeah, but if they had like a bird that was more like that as a pelican, or like the pelican that was in like Finding Nemo, a bird that looked a pelican bird like that. That would have been
A
funny.
white ibis.
A white
ibis.
ibis.
It's close. The
Yeah.
same family.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I don't like the pick because I don't hate the nickname. I just think
Yeah.
everything they've done with it is not good.
Yeah.
And they still have they have a chance. Like they will rebrand.
Not
at
not
some
to go
point.
all dozen on you, but New Orleans Voodoo, what league?
New Orleans Voodoo is a pro sports team.
Pro lacrosse.
Professional sports team from what league?
Arena football.
Yep, arena
Ooh,
football.
Nice.
Was arena football still?
Say ZD. See, again, don't tell me ZD games are rigged. They're just smart. They're just smart guys.
Team Chicago. They were ready to guess. Fucking. They said lacrosse.
I didn't say lacrosse. We're in the off season.
Yeah, he's resting. He's resting.
Clem.
I'm going to take the pick Dave should have taken because Utah Jazz makes no fucking sense. And they have now ruined the name of two teams because it should be the New Orleans Jazz and the Utah Pelicans or Utah who gives a fuck because it's fucking Utah. So Utah Jazz, it is one of those, like, if you want to think about it, it's so preposterous. I don't think Jazz might be illegal in Utah for all I know, right?
It might be. It might be.
But, and like, obviously Stockton Malone were awesome. And some of the jerseys were, I guess, all right. Some people like them, but I think it's it's disgusting that they have the name, that another team that should have the name doesn't have the name. I feel like if the Jazz goes back to New Orleans, the name, somehow the Pelicans stop getting hurt. They'll be good. Zion
Agreed.
stops, getting hurt and fucking, chicks everywhere. So, Utah Jazz, it's an
Tell you what, Utah might take
abomination
up a good amount of
to
real
a
estate
great
on this
musical.
list.
I think that these owners should get together and work out a trade. Because it's like
They did.
Yes.
They did. In New Orleans and Charlotte traded the name.
Correct. So now I
So
think Utah.
They should have involved the Jazz.
It should have been a 3-team trade.
I did not know this.
Mhm.
I mean, I knew that. I didn't know it was kind of like an actual trade in a way.
Yeah,
But-
it was more of like like it was a handshake. Like, look, this
Yeah.
makes sense. Let's
Yeah,
reset.
right.
You can get your name back. All that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I think the Jazz is such a power name too.
It's great.
It's a power name.
Yeah.
And they just can't. They changed their logo again this year, and it's still just another word mark. And they just can't get that logo right. And I don't like. I'm not a huge fan of the OG logo, but it's significantly better than what it is now. And
Oh,
they just
I
keep
like
changing-
the OG one.
They keep making it worse and worse. Where the OG one was significantly better, even if, like, again, I don't love it, but I know it's better than what it is now. And it's like, and the original. I'm sorry, I'm talking about the '90s, like Stockton Malone, like
Oh, I was
logo.
talking like the 80s one.
The late '90s. The 80s one is great as well, but they still won't go back to that.
Yeah.
Now it's just that, but it's just purple. It's like, give the colors, give it the pop.
Yep.
If you're gonna
And
keep it.
then I'm going to go with another. The combination of everything just pisses me off so much. And it's kind of what the team is. It's just a mishmash of just mediocrity and nothing makes sense. It's the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Hey, Los Angels of Angels. I fucking hate it. I hate Artie Moreno. I hate what they did to Mike Trout. I hate that they fucking wasted Shohei Ohtani's years, and now then he went to the Dodgers, and now he's just raking with the Dodgers. Fuck the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and everything they stand for.
Are they still
I think
of
they,
Anaheim?
I think they are.
They
They're
are.
just Los Angeles and Angels, yeah.
Okay.
Well, they
yeah.
dropped the
Yeah.
of Anaheim part,
I was gonna say I thought.
but then
Yeah,
then
they
it's not
dropped it
accurate.
they dropped it 10 years ago.
No.
But they're in Anaheim.
Did
correct.
they actually drop it? Really?
So they're not even in Los Angeles, which I know is a
They're
Giants
like-
fan, New York Giants in New Jersey. but
It's
still.
a totally different like metro area as far as I'm aware.
It is. They're in Orange County. They're not in Los Angeles County.
Correct. Yeah.
How far is that, Jeff? No traffic, which is impossible.
50
I mean,
miles, I
Anaheim is. I mean, it may as well be LA County, but it is Orange County. It's not.
Careful,
it's not
fellas.
Los Angeles
Arlington
at all.
Heights Bears. Careful. It's gonna happen.
Well, they'd have
But
to add another 20 million people or whatever.
Yeah,
between
I know, I'm just
Anaheim.
saying.
Anaheim is
Yeah.
Anaheim's like 600,000 or 700,000.
Like that's like a megalopolis
Yeah.
down there, So I don't know. The California Angels was sick.
Yes.
That was
Yes.
so like that was those early 90s like Angels in the outfield, like that logo way better.
Halo
Now-
on the hat? Hey, Chief, Halo on the hat?
Yeah.
With the Reggie Jackson, yeah. That with the Naked Gun hat? Didn't he have that hat and the Naked Gun?
I don't hate this one. I don't hate the Angels.
I
Never
like
had-
the
I don't think they ever had a
Angels.
good
I don't like
logo.
the word salad.
Oh,
and
yeah,
the-
that's what it is.
yeah.
It's the
Yeah, but it's not
everything-
that anymore. Does it?
But now it
does
still
count?
bothers me because it just doesn't make any goddamn sense.
like just.
And
being
do you
Los
want
Angeles.
religious connotations on a professional sports team? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I don't care.
Some people might not be.
I make that note. Dave wants religion out of sports.
Dave's about to take the New Orleans Saints with his next pick.
You're up.
I got two, both in the state of Ohio. I don't know which one I want to go with, though. I'm going to go with the Columbus Crew. I don't know. Fuck that name. If you're a soccer team, it's like you should be kind of, sort of, I feel like pulling the Oregon Ducks and trying to do weird, wacky shit with your uniforms and your name and something to get your brand out there more often. And Columbus Crew, like, is it a pilot crew? Is it crewing like the rowboat thing? Like, I don't fucking know. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Who gives a shit about a crew, Clem?
Yeah, it's like kind of what Chief said with pitch. Kit is uniform or whatever. I always figured crew was some sort of soccer term for, like, I don't know, team or whatever. All these MLS things, I looked at them and they're all ridiculous. They have all their European influences on a lot of them. And I'm just like, I don't understand any of this stuff. I could be saying I hate this thing and it probably makes perfect sense. So I'm like, whatever.
I think it represents just like a bunch of like
It's blue collar work. Yeah.
This
Like
is a tough
construction.
one for you.
Dave.
Yeah, this is the team's first crest featured 3 shadowed men in hard hats representing construction workers.
Yeah, the old
and
logo's
Midwestern
kinda cool, I
work
think.
ethic.
Hell
Eddie,
yeah.
Clem, Jeff,
Hell yeah.
Lance.
Teams.
Those field fairies don't represent blue collar anything.
America's hardest working
Whatsoever.
team. America's hardest working team.
Are they?
That's what they were named after.
Yeah, well,
Just a
they're
bunch
named-
of fucking
Okay,
coal miners.
Yeah.
and
Okay.
factory workers.
There you go. Name yourself the coal miners. I would actually be like, yeah, okay, that's kind of like a little too much,
They're
but
trying to be
that's-
more
Mario Columbus
inclusive. They
is
want
known
all.
the crew. The crew.
They
Give me the hard hats.
These guys are the backbone of America. And Dave's
Give me the
talking shit.
Columbus Roughnecks. Someone who works on an oil rig. Anything but the crew. Like, figure out something better. Sure, awesome. Everything behind what goes into crew, great. I love it. I stand for it. But the word crew just stinks.
What is your
out
other
loud.
Ohio pick? We'll see. Maybe we'll get to it. Oh, I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is.
It's a
I
little
love
off the
this
beaten
whole
path.
MLS rebranding as an American, like kind of what Chief said as well, like the New York hot dogs, like it just gets some fucking explosions.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, I'm up. I'm going to go to college. Do we have a college one yet?
I was about to go college.
No. I hate this explanation for this team, even though I could see some people liking it, but Evansville Purple Aces. I did some research. Per the school site, Louisville basketball coach Fred Enke contributed to the nickname after Evansville beat the Cardinals 59-39 in the 4th game of the season. Enke told Evansville coach John Harmon, "You didn't have 4 aces up your sleeve, you had 5."
So why aren't they the 5 aces? And
I don't know.
so at Papa Hops, one of the kids,
I know.
and he was wearing the hat.
Yeah.
It's a sweet hat.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's a sweet hat, and the colors are really cool, so that makes me kind of like it, even though I know we're talking only names.
We're talking nicknames. Purple Aces.
The hat's awesome.
Aces are always good.
Yeah, Ace is a sweet name, too.
Purple?
Yeah.
Give me some
I
kind of
like it.
weird deck.
Purple works.
Yeah, I don't really like
I'm
this
not
pick.
on this one, Ed.
I need more explanation.
Ace
That's
is
it. And you're in southern Indiana.
Terrible logos, by the way. They've never
Who
had a good
knows
logo,
what goes on
ever.
down there?
Who? The Purple Aces have it?
No.
That's what I just said. We had a softball tournament last week or the week before, and one of the kids played baseball for Evansville, was wearing the Purple Aces hat, and I looked at him. I'm like, "Hey, can you get me one of those?" He's like, "Absolutely."
It might look good on a hat, but it's just like a Purple Aces. I feel like that's those colors. Like you could do a sick logo, and it's only ever been Aces. I think like their old throwback is some guy in a suit.
Yeah.
Yes,
he
it is.
looks fucking
but they haven't
sweet.
done anything with that updated logo. So I like it. I like it.
I need
don't know.
more.
I
need more
kind of
from
like
southern
it.
Indiana.
I kind of like it.
Ed, what's your opinion on purple snacks and drinks? Welch's grape and, like a
Oh, you think he's got
gum.
you think he's
ice
got a purple
pops.
problem?
I'm pro. I think the purple freeze pop solid.
I mean, that's not, you're pro. Yeah. Purple purple fucking snacks are awesome. And the fact that you just said you're pro, I'm starting to think you have an anti-purple thing.
Maybe.
Because I don't think
I just need more. So they took
Eddie's
their
got a
color,
purple problem.
and someone made a
Purple
comment
problem.
about Aces, and they're like, "Yeah, we're the Purple Aces," without anything else. I mean, I know they got a horseshoe down in Southern Indiana, but still, why are you the Aces? Give me more.
Yeah, I think I have like 10 college teams on my list here. I feel like if I do the research, some of them might be cool, some of them might suck. I almost don't even want to know, and I'm just going off 5. So if you don't like the Purple Aces, you don't like you have a purple problem, you have a purple problem.
Maybe I do. Jeff.
I'm gonna go with there's some tough college names, but I think the worst. And I tried to stick with just D1, a team. I think we're teams that can make the NCAA tournament. I went with the St. Thomas Tommies. That's just a bad name. That's a weak,
brand new
like
D1.
we didn't try name.
All right.
And the explanation is, and I looked it up, and this is the explanation. St. Thomas Tommy's nickname, it says it's because of their association with the other St. Thomas, St. Thomas Aquinas, that other school. So it's like I don't know. It's like, what does that have to do with anything?
There's a couple schools up in the Minneapolis area.
Which that school just
Saint-
has an association with the actual St. Thomas. So I assume
They're
that's
the Saints?
like why aren't they the Saints? Or why aren't they something else? Like why the Tommies? That's not even an effort. That's the laziest name in college.
There's a
sports.
St. John's in Minnesota too. That's the St. John's Johnnies.
Chiefs about to
So this conference no longer exists, but it was my conference, and like basically every team in our conference had a name like this. Like we were the Lake Forest Foresters. It was like the Augsburg Augies.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was that whole conference actually.
So like that whole
Yeah.
conference has something sort of like
Augsburg is
that.
good at
There's
yeah.
I'm trying to think of the other ones now.
And if it's based on the actual
What was it
St.
like
Thomas Aquinas, that guy, like nobody called that guy Tommy back in the day. You think
looks
they
like-
called him hey, what's up, Tommy? So I don't like it. It's bad.
It looks like their mascot is a tomcat, which, like, when my kids get, like, a new stuffed animal, if it's a tomcat, he'll just name it Tommy. I'm like, yo, use your fucking imagination, dude. Give me something here. So I'm
At
with
least
you,
like
Jeff.
like the same, like I'm okay if that's their like nickname of their team name, like the Saint, like the Johnnies in New York, but they're also
Yeah.
They're also the what? Red Storm.
the Storm. So it's like you get both. Yeah, I don't.
But there is a St. John's University in Minnesota too is in that conference. They're the Johnnies. I'm trying to. There was like St. Olaf's was something like the Olafs or the Ols or something like that.
Get together, have one conference, come up with a couple names, and rebrand. That's all I'm saying.
I always kind of thought it was fine.
I don't mind it.
Yeah,
I've been on their
also,
campus. Beautiful campus.
It is a very
beautiful
nice
campus.
campus.
My buddy went there.
Very nice campus.
sneaky big school too. I think
Both of them are
12,000 kids.
not quite that much,
No.
but they're bigger for D3 standards. Yes.
Well, that's why they all.
I
went
I
D1
like
and
when you
everything.
can take a team nickname and add a Y to the end of it. Kind of like a dog name, like instead of Maxie. Come on, Maxie. Like, you can do that with Tommy. It rolls off the tongue easy. Like, let's go Tommies.
9,000 students there.
Okay. Chief, you're back.
Back to me. I'm also going college route. I'm taking the St. Louis Billikens.
Oh,
And I've been hearing about, Midwest, Rick Majerus. Like, we all know about the Billikens. I finally looked up what a Billiken is. It might be the dumbest thing of all time.
yeah,
so
it's pretty stupid.
A Billiken is a mythical good luck charm that originated in the United States, but later became a popular cultural icon in Osaka, Japan. So, and it's like this little fucking Rick Majerus looking thing on like a Buddha devil thing.
The old logo, I think he actually does still. He still winks. It's a little more subtle though.
Yeah.
I think it's like I like the rebrand. I think it's.
I think the
cool.
logo is fine, but it's like your name, like it was.
I kinda
Billiken
like it.
was created in 1908 by Florence Pretz, an American art teacher who painted the design. So it's just like, what is this?
I
This is
think-
dumb. This is
I
dumb.
never needed to know, though. I was fine with Billiken.
I was fine.
But
with
now
the
that you
Billikens.
know, it's some cultural icon thing in Japan. Gives a shit. That
Who gives
we
a shit,
export
but
it to
at
them?
least it's their name.
This
It's
is like
unique.
Purple Aces. We found out too much. We didn't need to know.
I don't think learning anything about Billiken changed my
The Billiken is a mythical good luck figure who represents, quote, things as they ought to be.
What's wrong with that?
What's right with that? You ought to be not making the tournament for 30 years?
But I get your.
No, they're a good basketball program. St.
When was the
Louis.
last time they
They've
made
been good for
They're
a while,
okay.
Dave.
They're okay. They
I
had a
mean-
little bit of a run with Majerus and
Yeah.
and those teams, but they're just okay.
2019. So they went 2012, 13, 14, 2019. It's a decent basketball.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, they had a little run of tournaments
Yeah,
in the
they're
20.
okay.
What'd they do last year?
It was. They just haven't been good in a decade.
Decade. Good school.
Another
Slew.
team that
I had
made
a
a
lot of
conference
friends that went
change. They
there.
should have never made a conference change.
See, I've always liked Billikens. I like the logo. And the fact that St. Louis, of all places, is using some Japanese fucking logo or whatever, it's kind of hilarious
Agreed.
in itself. This is the thing, though. Like, seeing how the sausage is made with these nicknames, it's kind of fucking some treasure. I'm gonna say this on the pod, and I said I found this out a few years ago when he was with the Giants. So if you don't want to know a dirty secret, cover your ears or fast forward 30 seconds. Colt McCoy not being named Colt is completely fucked up.
No, his name's
His
Colt.
real name is Daniel.
That is fucked up.
That's so Texas, though.
Daniel McCoy.
His name's
Daniel
Daniel.
McCoy.
Dude, kind of Daniel.
Daniel?
I kind of think anything goes with McCoy. You can make anything sound cool. Danny McCoy. That sounds sick.
McCoy is a kind of cool
Yeah.
last name.
But I think we are getting into the nuts and bolts of like the mascots and the colors and everything. In a vacuum, St. Louis Billikens probably not the best.
But yeah,
It's
not
not the
best.
worst.
Yeah, but like
I
you
stand
know,
corrected. I thought they used to be in the Missouri Valley. They were not.
what
I think
were
it's
they
because
in?
they have Arch Madness. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay.
They're the OVC, right?
Yeah,
Right?
that's
Yeah.
Ohio.
No, they're in the A10 now.
But
They're
yeah,
in
they
the
were OVC.
They should,
no?
because that's a Catholic school. They should be in the Big East. They should.
Atlantic
St.
Canada.
Louis?
Well, conference's geography does not matter, but they can
Yeah,
be
I
playing
mean-
Creighton and DePaul and Marquette. Like they're of that same ilk in my head.
They're better
Catholic
than
schools
DePaul.
plus UConn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Giant state flagship university.
All right, so I'm up
They're
again.
Missouri Valley for a little bit, Jeff. They were not OVC. My apologies. Conference USA.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I swear they're Missouri. But again, I think it's because they do Arch Madness. That's what I'm confusing it with.
And they made the tournament in 19. I know people are going to get mad about the decade comment, so just clarify.
19.
Yeah, they had good little run. They were 4 and 5. I think they were 5 seed twice, maybe a 4 seed. Yeah.
They were
They had
a 4 and a 5 seed back-to-back years in 13 and 14.
The most they're sorry not to stick on St. Louis too long. They're the I know exactly who they lost to. One of the years they were 5 seed because they are one of the quintessential 5 seed from a mid major that loses to a power conference 12 seed. I know they lost one year to Oregon. That's like the perfect. That's one of those teams you look at the bracket and you see
In the second round,
that
they
team is
did.
going to lose. To
Yeah,
that
so-
team's going to lose to the power conference double digit seed.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was as a 4 seed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that was 13.
Okay,
they lost
right,
by
right, yeah.
17. Yeah.
Shout out Larry Hughes. Can we shout out Larry Hughes?
Why not?
No,
Shout out Larry Hughes.
Oh, no, Jeff. The shout
no,
out.
mediocre at best as a signee for the Cavs.
Hey, let's pause because I want to talk about Part of My Cheesesteak. Part of My Cheesesteak is a brand new combo on its menu. Introducing the big one, an original classic cheesesteak, your choice of our brownie bites or donut dippers, and a drink, all for a discounted price. Perfect for your game day meal or late night eats. Part of My Cheesesteak offers a wide variety of cheesesteaks, loaded fries, and popular desserts, all delivered right to your door. Go to partofmycheesesteak.com to order with code PMC20 for 20% off. You're up again.
Sticking with college, I'll go with the Akron Zips.
I had
The
it on
fuck
my
is
list.
a zip? Now I got to look that up too.
But
But it's
I
just
know
a stupid name.
Zip as I remember hearing all the cool kids in high school talking about a zip. I think it's an eighth of
That would be an
of
ounce.
weed.
That would be an
An
ounce.
ounce. Okay.
Zip is also a non-alcoholic beer. People say that. So it's like
Lance corrected me very quickly right there.
The Zips is a shortened form of Zippers, a popular rubber overshoe brand manufactured by the company. So it was rooted in the history with B.F. Goodrich Company. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Hey, Chief, good pick.
Thank you.
Good pick. Name stinks.
But I've come to like it, I will say.
It's one of those that gives you maybe a little chuckle.
Yeah.
But I would never want to be a Zip. I gotta go be a Zip.
Zip pride. Like, yeah, like let's
Nah, I'm not.
zip for life.
I'm not being
That's-
a Zip.
That's something your dad be like, yeah, get out of here, you zip. Like, it's just a brush off comment,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I can see that.
Jeff.
I'm going to pick a perennial loser school football, college, they just lose. It's like they're known for. They had the coach a couple years ago who never punted and always went for it on fourth down and did onside kicks. That's for the Presbyterian Blue Hose. That's a terrible. That's also just that's a bad name start to finish. The first letter to the last letter. The Presbyterian Blue Hose.
I'm not even going to write it down because it's such an ugly name.
Terrible name.
I was always a green hose guy.
Yeah,
I didn't even know about it until I started researching, and I said I could have talked myself into it if it had a different first name, but Presbyterian and the Blue Hose, it's not even fun bad. It's just
it's
bad.
like no, yeah, that. Ugh, it's like
Damn, you're hosest.
just a gross name. Doesn't roll off the tongue. Doesn't align at all. It's just terrible. It's a bad name, and a terrible athletic program too. At least for college and college basketball and football.
So I guess the origins, it was in the early 1900s. Sports writers were calling them the Blue Stocking. So it's almost like the White Sox, Red Sox.
Oh, okay.
And they were because of the blue socks or hose that they wore. So
All right.
Still sucks.
It's to me, I'm going to go to the WNBA. There's a lot of mascots that fly, but for some reason, there's a team called the Dallas Wings.
Are they still a team?
They are a new team. They used to be the Detroit Shock. So they've chosen this rebrand in 2016 to become the Dallas Wings.
I think Wings is kind of sweet.
Pick an animal, and then he could be the Wings. I don't.
So are you anti-Red Wings?
I'm fine with the Red Wings. Red Wings is tradition, and there's meaning behind it. Like Wings, just be like, they're the fucking unicorn.
Isn't it a Pegasus?
That's on the logo, but then Pegasus Wings.
Because
Give me more. Give me something in there before the Wings. You can't just be a generic Wings.
Are they sponsored by like American Airlines? They play it. That's the name of the arena.
That'd be worse.
It's obviously it's a horse because it's one of the WNBA teams that tries to be like the NBA team.
Yeah, it's for, so they can
they went with
share
the
the
Pegasus.
court and all
It
that.
looks like a Pegasus. Like that's fine, but be the Pegasus. Don't just be the Wings.
I think Pegasus is way too much word salad. Wings is.
I think you got a disaster shortened name there too. The Dallas Pegs. That'd be a disaster. That's bad news
for a WNBA team.
I think this is a perfectly adequate team name, Ed. I gotta say,
It's dumb. Why would you ever want to be the Wings? Solely the Wings.
I think I'm not saying I would want to be.
And you have the choice of anything. They did this 10 years ago.
Yeah, but they
What's cool about the Wings?
it glides
Just
off
the wings. Two
Dude,
pieces.
flying is objectively cool.
Yeah, flying's cool if you tell me what it is. The Hornet, whatever.
It's in the logo, you banana head. It's a fucking Pegasus.
well, then they
anything-
should put something before it. That's my
Anything
point.
that flies is cool.
And this is the team nickname draft, correct? Not the logo draft.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay,
But you're
just making sure.
so it has
making
it, so
You
the
need wings to
logo
fly.
Just making
flying
sure
is
your
cool.
dumb brain understands.
so
that.
the logo has to be exactly what is said in the name.
Yeah, they should chop the head off the Pegasus. It should just be wings.
Well, then they would still just be the Wings,
But-
and this is a name draft, Ed.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, but that's what his logic.
No,
is.
That's what you were watching.
that's what you're
It's
like.
his logic,
But you just said chop the head off the logo.
and it's still
What are
be
we
bad.
ta- what
My
are we
point
ta-
is, it's bad.
But why are we talking about the logo? We're talking about the name.
You
Whittle it down to the.
bring up the logo. I've stuck to names in this draft. This is the nickname draft.
Is flying cool?
Yeah.
What do you need to fly?
He was trying to think of a way to wiggle his way out of it too.
You don't know. You could use a jetpack. That could help you fly.
You
Superman.
know what, Ed? I'll concede that if they
Super-
would have went with the jetpacks, I would have. That might have been cooler. But
Superman's
Wings is
got a
not
cape.
bad.
He flies. You need a cape.
That means a fictional thing.
Wings sucks. You guys are idiots for thinking Wings is a cool nickname.
Wings is it's. not
Dave, you're up.
necessarily- it's
What
not-
if they were the Blue Wings or the Green Wings?
Then I'd be more fine with that. Just give me something before.
But
that.
hey, Ed, what's everybody calling them, anyways? Like, hey, where are we going tonight? We're going to the Wings game.
They call it the Red Wings game for sure.
Do you call it the White Sox?
It's like the Hawks.
No,
are
we're
playing
going to the Sox
Hawks are
game.
playing the Wings.
Yeah, I still think a lot of people would say the Red Wings.
No, they wouldn't.
Best, one of the best sweaters in sports, Red Wings.
He's throwing the ball down.
I'm not. I'm not.
Why are we
While
talking,
that
why are-
is true,
why are we talking sweaters?
I don't need to defend the Dallas Wings to you.
that's what this show is.
I'm just saying. I don't think I do. I don't think
You're,
I think-
you
I think-
do.
I'm standing behind it. What else do you want me to say? I think it sucks.
Yeah.
Tell me about the Columbus Crew. You hate the working man. What do you got next?
I don't hate the working man. I hate
He
that.
hates unions,
Yeah,
blue collar
exactly. I know he
workers.
does.
Yeah,
He hates-
White Sox Dave anti-union.
Very anti-union.
I hope we've had some like pro-union protests going on in different
There's
businesses.
Scabby the Rats outside,
Scabby
yeah.
the Rats are outside our, not for here, but for local businesses. I kind of want to just put one right behind Dave's desk.
We should.
Yeah.
Why are you directing your ire at me?
Because you took the
right
Columbus
now
Crew.
it's fun.
I mean, the Columbus Crew, that's just objectively a boring name. Wings is just kind of
They have like one
a
really,
little more oomph.
the Crew have
little
one
more.
really cool tradition.
I disagree.
What is it?
They
Are they
all,
one of the soccer teams that does well?
I don't know anything about the MLS in terms of like who's good or not, but they all sing that Elvis I Can't Help Falling in Love with You.
Oh.
And it's like, so you get 25,000 people
That's-
singing
yeah.
that all together
And I
after wins. It's sick.
can't help
Yeah, it's great.
falling.
I love it. You get the roofer there. You get the bricklayer. A bunch of,
Awesome professions.
Yeah.
If they were Ed, if
love
they
it.
were the Columbus bricklayers, I'd be like, fuck yeah, that's sweet.
Oh, I
Pay
mean,
some homage to the working man.
but they basically
it's-
are that.
That's what
thing.
But
They did.
they're not.
Yeah.
It could be a crew of anything. Now that I know the actual connotation, okay, fine. But just at surface value, the Crew fucking
It's fair.
stinks
I
compared
actually-
to Wings.
Dave is just like, let's re-up on NAFTA. Just send all these
Yeah.
guys jobs out of the country.
Yeah, overseas.
You're up, Dave.
I got a question. So I think this is where the draft topic spurred from the other day, but someone was doing around the office the worst sports team names, and my answer, and I'm a fan of one of these teams, is just like anything with Wildcats. If you're a Wildcat, you have zero originality. So I'm asking what the ruling is, because obviously there's 1,000 Wildcats
So
out there.
there's, I actually pulled this up because I was thinking about this too. How many teams? So there are 40 college programs across the different levels that go by Wildcats.
Just come on.
There's 117 Eagles, 107 Hawks, 66 Lions, 66 Tigers, 59 Cougars, 58 Bulldogs, 55 Panthers, 51 Bears, 51 Knights, 41 Warriors. Wildcats are 40.
So we took the generic one, but it was like the 15th most generic.
He took Northwestern.
I didn't take the anything yet. I asked the question what the ruling was on it.
You could take Wildcats. You just take
Yeah,
Northwestern Wildcats.
I don't know if I want to yet.
There's a Simpsons thing where I think it's Bart's team. They're like, "Who are we? The Wildcats, and who are we going to beat? The Wildcats."
Yeah.
We're playing the
Yeah.
Wildcats. I noticed during my research too. In college, there's some conference. I think it's a smaller conference. There's two Cardinals in the same conference. Like, it's so weird that you'd be in your same conference.
There's two Bulldogs in the SEC, Mississippi State and Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I think you have to, if you're gonna pick Wildcats, you got to go with the one that makes the least sense. And I feel like it's Villanova. I don't see many Wildcats in Philadelphia.
In Pennsylvania, yeah.
There
I don't
might
know.
have been.
Just asking for clarification on that
Might have
note.
been.
On that note, I'm going to go with the Houston Texans. Come on, give me something better than that.
He gives me shit for feeling out the room. I feel like that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah. Except I had more gamesmanship.
No,
about
you
it,
didn't.
Ed.
We all knew what you were doing.
Yeah.
Come on.
And I did it, and I did it perfectly. Houston Texans, come on, you be better. Be the Houston Apollo 13s or something. That Texans, come on, man.
The Oilers was perfect. They had great
Or that.
uniforms. It was Goodell absolutely fucked them on just doing what the Browns did.
Is that what it was?
So Houston moved to Tennessee. They were the Oilers in
For a
Tennessee
year.
for a year, I
Yeah.
think, and then they switched to the Titans. That name should have been made available for the city of Houston.
I agree.
And one of our friends was an assistant athletic director at one point at Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Houston Cougars tried to wear Houston Oilers colors,
They got
and the NFL sent them a cease and desist because they still own that color combination for football. Get fucked. Like, that's insane.
Yes.
Yeah.
About the nickname specifically, though, Texans. Any problem?
Yeah, I think it's stupid. I'm with
Stupid.
Dave.
It just
Oh,
kind of.
I hate
It's
how they
so
clutch
lazy.
the Oilers in Tennessee. Let it go. You should be required to let it go.
I agree.
Then wearing the uniforms against the Texans the last couple of years,
I
which
also
I
stand
actually
with-
kind of love. It's your rival,
It's a
fuck
troll
you.
spite.
But I hate it as someone that is pro Houston Oilers.
I think so. This has been happening a lot in sports. I feel like where a team abandons a city and then they're like, "Well, that's our history, so now we're going to do it." So, like when the Carolina Hurricanes wear Hartford Whalers, I hate it.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
When the
It's
Avalanche
disgusting.
wear the Quebec Nordiques, I hate it. And it's just like if you choose to leave a city, You leave the history there.
You don't get it with.
You don't get to. It
bring
has to
I know
be
it was our
like,
number 1 overall pick, but that was the one thing Cleveland did. They were like, the city of Cleveland was like, if you're going to leave, you are leaving that shit here.
Yeah.
Like you are not getting you're not getting Jim Brown. You're not getting any of that shit.
I love that.
We're keeping that.
I love
That's
that.
how it should be with every team.
That's how it should be.
The city
Yes.
keep it.
Yes. Like, imagine if the fucking Ravens tried to claim Jim Brown.
It'd be insane.
It'd be insanity.
I didn't even like that Ozzie Newsome was their GM for so long. Because I'm like,
Yeah,
he's a
gross.
Cleveland Brown.
He's a Brown.
Yeah, true.
The Chicago Illinoisans.
Illini flows better though, so it's
I
kinda-
agree.
Yeah,
Clem,
Also
and they're
fighting,
the fighting,
too.
right?
The
Fighting.
fighting Illini.
you're up, Clem.
It's crazy too. Look at a lot of these picks. A lot of them are newer franchises, and they've just completely fucked up with the Guardians. The
There's
Commanders,
one we
the
haven't seen yet that I'm
Texans.
actually kind of surprised, but we'll see. I think Chief might pick it. Maybe I could be wrong though.
I'm in a weird zone here, so I got 2 more left, right, Ed?
Yeah.
All right, one I'm just going to choose, even though I've just never liked the name Clippers with LA. I just think you could have such cooler names with Clippers, and I don't know. It's just a boat, and now they have the new boat logo, even though it's
I like that they've gone towards the nautical theme. They've like
Yes.
accepted it though. It's
Yeah.
like they ran from it always. It was weird.
So I never really liked them. I think it's also they've been bad for so long. They were such a shit show under Sterling. Obviously, they're much better now.
One of those things as a kid you never understood either.
I thought it was like a barber.
Yeah, I thought it was a nail clipper.
Okay.
The Clippers.
Jeff, have you been to that arena? Because I heard it's incredible.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I got to check
It is unbelievable.
I didn't think basketball stadiums could get cool or like be cool because they're all the same. They're just a bowl and with a roof on it until I went to the Suns, and I'm like, now I get it. It's so much better than United Center.
And then my last one here, I know there's a lot. I'm just going to go with one that I think is just lame. And I don't know if this is like, it kind of goes to what we said with the Sun. The New York Red Bulls, it's like you just took a fucking beverage and put your name on. Are they a sponsor? If they're a sponsor, I want this to
No,
leave
they
from the
never
pod.
will be either.
Okay, good. Even better. So
They
fuck the
don't
New York Red
sponsor.
Bulls.
They only sponsor athletes.
Okay.
They own the
Fuck.
team. They like that. I'm pretty sure they own the Red Bulls own.
That's branding right there. I
and
don't
then
hate.
they also own a team in Germany, RB Leipzig. There's like the Red Bull Leipzig. Yeah.
I hate that. I hate capitalism, make your money, do whatever the fuck you want.
Metro
We
Stars
start-
was cool.
Yes, Metro Stars was cool. We can't be naming it like the fucking Los Angeles Pepsis. Like at some point, they like have a little bit of fucking shame.
Doesn't mean you gotta like it. I get it.
Yes, exactly. And it's someone that like I remember when I think the Red Bull came here, it was like, oh man, we got the Metro Stars, but it's like, oh yeah, we got our team, and now it's a fucking brand. It's straight out of Wayne's World, right?
I like it for that.
Certain
fact.
branding though could work. Like I always said, if it was just if the Austin team was just Whataburger FC, oh my god, oh my god, it'd be unbelievable.
Jeff,
It'd be unreal.
I like that. That was Chief's
That would
idea. We
be-
just take the most American fucking brands you can get, and you just Hooters, get them a team, right? I think this could work. I like
That'd
that.
be unbelievable. Hooters, I think Hooters was a team nickname for somebody. Is it an arena team? I'll look that up.
The house.
Yeah.
Dave, you're up.
I'm gonna go with the Xavier Musketeers because the Musketeers are a bunch of dirty, filthy, yellow belly Frenchmen, Ed, and I hate the French. And that's it.
Dave, cosign, Xavier. I don't know. It's just something about them. I love throwing up the X when I pick them in like my brackets or whatever. But the Musketeers, like they're so strong with Xavier, and Musketeers is just so weak for such a name for a college, I should say.
When were Musketeers around?
I think like 1700s with
So they're like
into Napoleon, maybe.
Napoleon fucked a lot of people up. I wouldn't call
Napoleon
him
was
up.
a short fucking little cunt.
They're still around. Good nougat in them. All right, Xavier Musketeers.
17th century.
Just an update here. The 1995 Arena Football League had the Albany Firebirds, the Charlotte Rage, the Connecticut Coyotes, the Tampa Bay Storm, Orlando Predators, St. Louis Stampede, Iowa Barnstormers, Memphis Pharaohs, Milwaukee Mustangs, San Jose Sabercats, Arizona Rattler, Las Vegas Sting, and all great names, by the way.
Yeah, these are all awesome names.
The Miami Hooters.
Fuck
It
yeah.
was
That's
the logo.
awesome.
Yep.
Fucking boss.
That's awesome. All right, I'm up. I hate to do it. It's a classic team, classic franchise, not so classic anymore because they fucking moved them. They don't have a city name at the moment. And I do like it when it's abbreviated, but in its full form, Athletics.
I disagree.
I don't like Athletics. I don't. It's like Rawling Athletics. I don't think it makes sense for a team name if you really think about it. If you get past the history, get past all that, and
I think they need to change when they move to Las Vegas.
You can be the A's still, but like make it a card logo, like an ace or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great call, Dave.
That's not my idea. That's
okay.
Pretty
No,
a lot.
You could have
people,
taken it. I wasn't going to look it up. You could have.
I could have, but a lot of people have said that on there.
I'm sure that'll be the branding.
Yeah.
If he tries to take credit, I was ready to jump in and be like, everybody has.
So I will say, as an adopted fan of the Vegas Golden Knights, which was a joke many years ago, but whatever, worked out. And as a big fan of Vegas, a big reason I picked that team is because Ocean's 11 is my favorite movie, and I love going to Vegas. They have never leaned into the gambling side of things, and maybe there's a reason for that, but they've never leaned into the casino gambling aspect of Vegas with their stuff, and it's always disappointed me because I always thought that was coming.
With the Mets AAA team used to be in Vegas. Where were they? The 50...
It's like Area 51. Yeah, it was like the
51ers, which is it the 51ers?
Yeah, and Vegas is like the worst place to have your ball club because you have a bunch of kids essentially in the middle of Vegas, and balls would fly out there, and it's the other side of the country. But apparently that's the worst place for a minor league team, and the Wilpons were the worst owners to have, so it was like a match made in hell. So that's why the Mets had a Vegas team. But yeah, I think it was.
I think they changed, right? Aren't they? They're something else. They're like the fucking not Ray Bans. That's a glass. Oh, the Aviators. That's why I just said that.
The Aviators.
That was in one of the Grand Theft Autos. You could go to their minor league park. I remember it was one of those. Must have been the San Andreas one.
All right, Jeff.
This is great because this is not only an elite pick. I think it takes living there, which I will be moving, but I do currently live in Long Beach, California. You have to live there to know this. I don't think many people know this. I think people think Dirtbags was a name because that was their college baseball like nickname, not their actual team name. They used to be the 49ers. And the other part of this is I'm about to read something that's going to make White Sox Dave upset, I feel like. This is it's not it's just beach. It's the Long Beach State Beach. That's it. It's not the beach. It's Long Beach State Beach. They don't really have a nickname, but they need one. So they just picked beach because they changed from 49ers due to basically the name was canceled basically because gold miners and stuff were considered racist and bad and like bad people. So they changed from 49ers. And now their mascot is a shark. LB is the name of the shark. ELBEE for Long Beach, LB. And LB, if you go look it up, I'm going to read you what LB is. LB, there's only one LB and does not have a spouse nor family members. LB transcends gender, is non-binary, and uses the pronouns they, them. LB, the Long Beach State Shark.
It's unfortunate.
That's bad.
Unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
It's wild. It's like, look, whatever, like if that's the way you want to do it, great. But like that might be the most arm-waving move I've ever seen from a sports team in terms of nickname and logos. That is the biggest look at me, look at what we're doing thing ever. That is such an overcorrection.
So not racist. Everybody pat us on the back. Come on.
It is like,
fuck out of my face.
Jesus. It's like you don't need to put that in there. Like whatever.
Just make it a shark and name it LB. Boom.
Right. It's not about what it is, like whatever pronoun, however you stand it, whatever. It's the fact that they're doing it and it's such a look at me move.
Yes.
That it's like, it's such an arm wavy gross move.
Yes. We call that virtue signaling in these parts.
Yes.
JDL.
Yeah. But the Long Beach State Beach is one of the worst. I mean, that is awful. It's an awful nickname.
Chief,
something we haven't like really talked about as much, but I always hate when there's teams like the Beach or the Magic, where it's like you can't be like, I'm a Magic, I'm a Beach. Like the players. You know what I mean?
It's a problem with White Sox.
Oh,
I don't like that about White Sox.
Yeah, I've never thought about that. You can't really do that.
Never thought about that?
You'd have to say sock.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a sock.
But some people say I'm a White Sox.
Yeah, which drives me crazy.
Yeah, both are bad.
Chief, Mr. Relevant.
I'll go with. I'll take the Kraken. I don't like
sweet.
Oh, that's not who I thought you were going to pick.
Yeah, I don't like the Kraken. Same thing. Like I feel I don't like teams that aren't pluralized. So, and it's like there was all sorts. They had like a hockey history there. They could have been a million different things. I think the colors ended up being pretty cool. Like they pop on TV, and it's I like teams that have like unique color schemes that aren't like too flashy. So I feel like they hit the sweet spot on the uniform. But I think the name,
I don't know.
The name kind of stinks.
And
I know I'm in the minority on this, but I remember.
I thought you were going to go with the Mammoth.
I thought Mammoth too. Let's see.
I like it.
Mammoth would have been sweet.
Mammoth is what the Utah team is now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They did do that.
Yeah.
I actually don't hate it, and I wish they would have gone with the Yeti. The Yeti was a sick logo. It looked awesome.
Yeti would have been way cooler.
But I thought you were going to go with Mammoth. I would have put 3 Utah teams on this list, which would have been unbelievable.
The Jazz should just take the Yeti and give the Jazz back to New Orleans.
That's true. And get rid of the Pelicans.
I think that they might have had like trademark issues
with Yeti, the company.
Yeah.
That probably makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So,
I had Utah on my list too. I had like every fucking Utah team on there.
Yeah, Utah's just
Well, go
it's
through
ugly.
go through the rest of yours, Clem. What else you got?
This is like doesn't make sense, but I always hate how like the Lakers, LA. How many lakes do? I mean, I'm sure there's some lakes out in LA, right, Jeff? But it always is like an absurd name. But it's such a bigger than it's like bigger than the name now. The team, as a Knicks fan, the New York Knickerbockers is just kind of like a lame name. I always hated it growing up when people had more fun names, but now that I've gotten older, I love it. But the Knicks, Chicago Sky for Ed hated the Sun, but then he's Chicago Sky is in his backyard. It feels like one and the same now.
he loves Angel Reese.
We got a lot of sky.
Yeah.
We got a lot of dark skies and bright skies.
I can attest there is the sun in Connecticut. You can see the sun in Connecticut. So to be fair,
Sometimes.
I was also going to start doing some spite picks because I didn't know this was going to go. So I threw the Pacers on there because fuck the Pacers. Albany Great Danes, same thing as a Siena guy, and then Iona Gales as well. And then Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Again, they've been bad for so long. I like TJ. I don't want to throw that on the list.
That is a bad name.
There are a few lakes in LA, but in the same sense, there could be a puddle in the backyard of Clem's house right now. Like that's like basically what we're getting at. There is Echo Park Lake, which is a pretty famous spot in LA, but yeah.
What do you have still on your list, Jeff?
I had a couple, mostly college. Where is it? Where's the list? I had like I don't like when it's big blank and it's just in color. The Dartmouth big green, the Cornell big red. I think Duquesne Dukes is very lazy, even though their logo is kind of sick. The New Jersey Institute of Technology Highlanders, which is a D1 school. That's a terrible name.
They're like the worst in all of.
And then I think this is the one I almost picked over Long Beach State. It's Valparaiso changed their name from the Crusaders a couple years ago, once again due to political connotation and not because Crusaders was used for something. I don't know what it was. And they went with the Valparaiso Beacons, and their new motto is "In thy light we see light." Terrible. And the association with the school is the Valparaiso Beacons is these might be the 2 worst reasons possible. One, it's the name of their yearbook. And 2, it's one of the dorms, the Beacons. That's the worst reasoning I've ever heard.
That's pretty bad.
I kind of have a soft spot for all the somewhat regional small schools. Like
Everyone loves Bryce Drew
and Valpo, and if they like make the tournament, then I'll be like, yeah, go. Valpo.
I love Valpo.
Yeah.
I love Valpo. I mean,
now that you told me this, I hope they lose everything
history.
they've ever played
Yeah.
for the rest of eternity.
What do you got, Chief?
I don't like the Tennessee Titans. I don't like anything like what is a Titan? A Titan has nothing to do with Tennessee or Nashville. It just is alliteration.
Could have been like the fucking.
Could have been anything.
Well,
it could have been the Davy Crockett's.
Yeah.
I don't want to defend them, but it's that whole weird Greek mythology shit they have there.
They have
Nashville.
that. They have that in Nashville Greek mythology shit.
They have the what's it? It's the Parthenon in Nashville. They have the Parthenon in Nashville. It's the most bizarre thing ever.
I don't know if I've seen that.
Yeah.
there.
It's huge. It's
must
right
not
next,
be
it's
on
right
Broadway.
on Vandy's campus, I believe.
Okay.
It's right next to their baseball stadium. And
Okay.
it's just a big Parthenon. So it's like that's their which I'm not defending it. I
Yeah.
agree with you. But it's like
But like one of my favorite team. Like I hate the Predators, but they were doing the excavation for that stadium and they found a saber-toothed tiger tooth or something like that. So like some kind of
okay.
fossil. So then that's where the name comes from. Like, that's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool.
But the Titans, I always hated it, and I also hold the grudge on them about the Oilers shit with Houston.
If they ever get a baseball team, it's going to be the most cliche, corny country music style
It'll be
nickname
the
ever. That's a
Sounds.
guarantee.
Yeah.
Already the sounds kind of.
The Red Cups.
Yeah. The Nashville bachelor parties. Yeah.
Yeah.
Their Triple H Nashville sounds.
Devil Rays should still be the Devil Rays. They dropped that, I think, for like, we don't have the
I
Devil.
think
in our
Rays
name.
is so much cleaner though.
Yeah, but I still call them the Devil Rays. Like, I'll see them like, they're playing Cubs playing the Devil Rays.
And they're always throwing those throwbacks on, and everyone loves them when they throw the throwbacks.
The throwbacks
on, right?
are great. Like those Jose
Sick.
Canseco was a great.
Don't they actually
Greg Lloyd.
have a fucking big ass Devil Ray in the stadium now? Like an actual real one?
I don't
Am
know.
making that up?
No, I mean
They're in the Yankee Stadium now, the minor league stadium.
Yeah.
They're not even in their own stadium.
Yeah.
The White
Golden
Sox are playing
Flashes
them right
from
now.
Kent State.
Anytime you, yes, that's was on my list. That's a horrible.
Montreal Impact. That's MLS.
Yep.
And then Columbus Blue Jackets.
Though they changed though, right? They're
Are they
Montreal
FC,
changed
you know?
to it's another like play on
Oh, now it's CF Montreal.
CF, yeah. But yeah, the Impact was a
What does
bad
C
name.
stand? What,
It's probably Club de Football de Montreal. It's
more
French.
French shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
that has
Well,
to bother Dave. He hates that.
Ugh.
Dave.
Wildcats, Panthers, Bulldogs, Warriors. Las Vegas Golden Knights.
Oh, I like the Golden
I
Knights.
I kind of weirdly like that organization though. I don't know why.
Great logo too.
The logo's fine. Just Golden Knights, like be something gambling adjacent. Come on, be the Blackjacks or something.
I do think I will say, obviously, the progression of sports gambling in this country from where it was when the Knights were announced to now, I do think if they would be made now,
Probably.
I think there'd be probably more
You're
of
right.
a gambling.
You're
centric
right.
nickname. Yeah.
Minnesota Wild, just too boring for me.
That's another one. They got fucked
The
because
North Stars.
Yeah.
they were just like, we're just the Stars when they moved to Dallas, and then they got a team. They should have been allowed to have those like old school, like late 80s Mike McDonough, Neil
Yeah.
Broughton, like green and yellow and white uniforms and been the North Stars. Who cares if there's a Stars and a North Stars? We got Red Sox and White Sox. We got, like you could have just let them be the Minnesota North Stars. Because that's a great name.
The North Stars.
Yeah.
And that's kind of weirdly.
Shout out St. Charles North Stars.
Anything else?
That's all I got.
There's a new WNBA team, the Toronto Tempo, which I think kind of stinks. But
That stinks.
They're just too
It's
new.
not good.
Are they out? I didn't even see them on my list.
The logo is wretched too. Sportslogos.net. Go check it out. It's a bad logo. Though I'm sure there's a reason for it. I don't like it.
What was it
There's so
again?
many dinosaurs you could go off of the Raptors with, too. What are you doing?
The Toronto Tempo.
Oh yeah, that's
Cleveland's getting a WNBA team again. I hope if they don't just bring back the Cleveland Rockers, which is a fucking great name.
The logo is the Pacers logo, basically.
kinda, yeah.
kind of, yeah.
You're
Yeah.
right. I have the Stanford Cardinal.
Yeah.
I go both ways on that. I love it and I hate it. It's
What-
very weird.
I was thinking about this the other day before we even talked. What's the deal with the tree?
The
Talk
tree.
to me about the tree with the googly eyes, Ed.
It's a great like,
It's an awesome mascot.
awesome mascot.
But what is it?
All-time video where it got into a fight
It
in
got
the
kicked out.
Yeah.
And his eyes are just Googling.
Googling everywhere. Yeah.
Googling this way and Googling that way. I do like it doesn't make sense to me because it's a cardinal and then it's a Christmas tree.
But it's not a cardinal. It's the color.
It's a,
It's not the bird.
I knew
It's the
that,
color. Yeah.
Do we like the Metropolitans, Clem?
Metropolitans and Knicks, if you hate it, you don't want it, I'm 100% fine with
Yeah.
it. It's so ridiculous. I'm fine with it.
It's one of those things that is, I can't hate it.
No, I can't. Yeah,
It's
So
like
grandfathered in, but I remember
Yeah.
being as a kid being like the Mets. Like what?
Yeah.
I just met
But
you. What? What's that?
Meet the Mets.
Like I like scaled it a lot back. Like even I don't hate the Twins, but all right, you're in the Twin Cities. Like,
It fits.
I like
Yeah.
that.
yeah, I just don't.
The Twinkies.
The funniest thing about the Stanford tree is that I don't know if you know this, Chief, because you obviously Notre Dame plays Stanford quite frequently.
Every year.
It's not the mascot for the school; it's the mascot for the band.
Oh, I actually
band
did not know that. The band has
That's
a
pretty
mascot.
awesome.
Yeah, it's not the school's mascot; it's the band's mascot.
So wait, why does the band have a tree mascot?
Well, the Stanford logo has a tree in it because of that area.
Yeah.
Has all those redwoods and those big trees. But yeah, that's
Okay.
It's a good logo.
kind of a weird, yeah.
All right. I'll read them off. Don't vote someone off. Clem, Cleveland Browns, Utah Jazz, Los Angeles Angels, Los Angeles Clippers, New York Red Bulls, White Sox Dave, Washington Commanders, New Orleans Pelicans, Columbus Crew, Houston Texans, Xavier Musketeers, Eddie, Connecticut Sun, Brooklyn Nets, Evansville Purple Aces, Dallas Wings, Athletics, Jeff, Cleveland Guardians, Real Salt Lake. I almost said Real Salt Lake. St. Thomas Tommies, Presbyterian Blue Hose, Long Beach State Beach, Chief, Washington Wizards, Anaheim Ducks, St. Louis Pelicans, Akron Zips, Seattle Kraken. Write it down. Put it in a blank text.
Yeah, this is actually, I'm having a tough time with this one. I think it's between two for me.
Clem, you got yours?
I'm thinking still.
It's all right.
Between two for me too.
There's two where I think I like the majority of the list.
You got yours, Jeff?
I do.
What do you got?
I'm going to go because I like the last name too much. I'm going Dave. I like Xavier Musketeers. That was a tiebreaker. It was between you and Dave.
Okay, one for Dave. Chief, who do you got?
I also voted for Dave. Pelicans is a fine name. It's just a bad everything else. I support the working man, so I like Columbus Crew. And so that sunk his draft for me.
Yeah, Dave is anti-blue collar. That's what we learned today.
You like the Athletics.
Yeah,
You like that name you said.
I do. I also like the Pelicans, and I like the Crew.
You said you don't mind the Pelicans.
No, I just said that's a good name. Everything else around it
Dave
is
thinks
bad.
you're out to get him.
I'm not out to get him.
Dave is defending a sign in a Kohl's that tells you where to get sports equipment right now with the Athletics. But continue, Dave. Who's your vote?
The Athletics is for me is in the same camp as the Knicks. And
Knickerbocker. Yes.
Also, you, Dave, looking back on it now, you had the anti-French pick with Xavier, but you could have had Club de Foot Montreal.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see that on the
Clem?
MLS signs.
I had you, Eddie, just because I liked the Athletics. I like three of your picks. I like them. Three of the ones you picked.
Dallas Wings.
So Dave voted for me, so it's 2-2. I voted for Chief, actually.
Ooh.
So
I'm actually, before you continue, I am stunned that you didn't pick me.
I'm an honorable guy.
That was an honorable move by Ed.
How about that ZD on ZD crime just
That
now?
was an honorable move by Ed.
I could have just switched to you and threw you off the pole.
No, I know
easily.
you could have, and I can't believe you didn't because you are a weasel and you are not a man of gumption.
But I'm a man, I support blue collar. You're right. So Danny Lance, you're the tiebreaker.
Sounds good.
So it is between me and White Sox Dave. White Sox Dave, Washington Commanders, New Orleans Pelicans, Columbus Crew, Houston Texans, Xavier Musketeers. Myself, Connecticut Sun, Brooklyn Nets, Evansville Purple Aces, Dallas Wings, Athletics.
Damn, this is close because I like all Dave's picks. I actually don't think Commanders is that bad, though. But I like Dave's other four. Eddie, I think I'm going to have to go with you.
All right. Fair enough. I'm off.
Honestly, Ed,
What do you have to say for yourself?
I probably would have changed my vote. Ed, you had a pick there that I didn't hear, and I actually liked that pick. I like the Nets. If I had heard Nets, I probably would have chose Dave over you. I'm sorry.
Oh, great. So you're telling me this is a sham poll?
It's a shampoo.
It's a shampoo.
Put that on.
Do you feel good about that?
As well.
We got a hanging Chad here. We got a hanging
care.
net.
You feel good about a sham poll?
Yeah, because I'm on it. Would I feel guilty about picking up a $20 bill I stumbled upon on the ground? No, I wouldn't.
Anti-working class, anti-democracy.
Anti-working
Not a good
class.
look. Not a good look for
Working
Dave
class.
today.
I got something. Do you guys know why they're called the Green Bay Packers?
Bean packing.
Well, meat packing,
Meat
and
packing.
it's actually they needed money, and Curly Lambeau secured $500 from the Indian Packing Company, where he actually worked there, and that was in the year 1919. So they are the Packers, the guys who pack meat, because they needed $500 in 1919, and they've had several other packing sponsors, and so they just stuck with it. I'm surprised that slipped. First, I know we hate them, but That's a shitty name.
That's an awful
You got
name.
Lions, Bears, and Vikings, and then you got dudes who pack meat. And it sucks that they kick our ass.
Oh, you hate the blue collar man. That's a blue collar job.
Their name is so bad they identify as cheese. So
No, when in like middle school we used to call them.
wow.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, obviously. That was a note that I had on here to make a note to talk about how shitty of a name that is. But like Nets Athletics, I think they are kind of grandfathered in spite of how much
They are, but I literally looked at every name and I did it in a vacuum and I said Athletics is a sign at Cole. It's a sign at a fucking sporting goods store. It's not good. It's just objectively not.
Do you guys know?
They shorten it because it's so bad.
I said bean packing because
They shorten the Knicks. They shorten the Mets.
But not to one letter, Chief.
Yeah, I think athletics is good.
No, because you know it. And that's the thing. It's hard to go past what you know. And I get that. It's true. Which is hard to go
Yeah,
past.
like if an expansion was like, "Where are the athletics?" I'm like,
You would hate it.
I would.
Hate it. And that's the point. I was looking at this like pretty.
But wasn't that like Tug McGraw? Not Tug McGraw. Who was the old manager of the old Philadelphia Athletics?
Connie Mack.
Connie Mack.
Yeah.
Was that it? It's like Connie Mack and the Athletics. Like, all right, that plays.
Look at fucking ZD here just pulling answers out of their ass all fucking the show, man. We're so ready for Jeff. Give us a fucking another playoff right now. Give us a rematch against the Edwards. I'm ready to rock right now.
Lance, I want you to.
And I'm with you. I think you should have made more of a thing about how they just removed City. They're just the Athletics.
I know.
That's what I hate about the A's. I actually think the name Athletics and A's is awesome. And then if you're adding in, I know you don't like to do this, the hat, the logo, those are all sweet. Even the elephant.
Agreed. But
you
it's
did
not that
have
draft.
a home. It's almost as much a pick against Manfred and the shitty world of baseball he's created. No offense to a recurring guest, a part of my take, but that is what pisses me off. I hate the name athletics because it symbolizes this current poor boy baseball world we live in. And I would have, and when I heard athletics, that's what made me go, I'm voting for Ed. I fucking hate the Nets even more than athletics. So because it's a fucking
if they were
equipment.
if this were a job fair in a gymnasium and you walked in, you would think that's just the beginning because it says athletics. You would think, oh yeah, now we're gonna go see the Boston Red Sox and we're gonna go see the Chicago Cubs. You would think it's the name, the logo. Like it's stupid. It's bad. And Chief agrees with me now. I could tell a little bit.
I thought that was a stupid argument, but I wasn't going to say it. I was going to let it slide.
I think it's a good argument.
No. Oh, I don't know where I am. Yes, you do. You think
If you
I'm
dropped
going in to see the sun?
If you dropped a 6-year-old,
Mm-hmm.
if you dropped Dave there, like when he was young, he wouldn't know. That was my point.
You would think that he would show up to the Oakland Coliseum and be like,
I
don't. I think your point is stupid.
It's.
But I was going to let it.
I want you to keep going because
I was going to let it go and just not say
Clem and Jeff understood it. So intelligent guys on Zoom. Appreciate you guys for doing this.
Thank you.
You guys are great.
Thank you as always for you guys giving me your time for my show. It's always appreciated.
Yeah, we do have to mention that Jeff D'Lo showed up 15 fucking minutes late to this recording today.
I did it. That's on me. I thought I was gonna get the text from Eddie saying ready to go because I knew you guys had an interview before, and so I was just sitting on my couch twiddling my thumbs waiting for the text, and it was an email. So that is on me. I screwed that up.
Hey, Jeff, I forgive you.
All good.
Thank you.
All right.
Early morning West Coast time. It's all gravy. Were you 8:45 out there?
No, I'm in Central Time Zone.
Jeff,
phase
take
one
it
of my
back.
move to Texas is underway. So
Put my vote to Jeff now. Change that in the sham poll as well.
late.
All right. That's it, everyone. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.